Hey Stampers, it's Gaynor again, and I'm coming back. I've been having a play with the paper pumpkin, and I've done one each of the cards that was in the kit. So you've got this one with the little birdie on, so cute. The one with the nest on, and I've added some little gems and some Winker Stella just on. Well, not on there, but just on the velvet, the vellum cutouts. This is another one, and I've added it on the feather, just a few more of those gems. And this is the fourth one, and I've added it to there and added some gems. You know, I just wanted to spruce them up a little bit. So they're the four from the kit. Now, I wanted to tell, I have not watched anybody else. I have avoided watching anyone with a paper pumpkin because I wanted to do my own spin on my own cards. I have watched the gorgeous Ian unveil his box, but only to see the content, not to do anything else with videos. I've tried to avoid them as much as possible. So now I'm going to be taking this pack, what comes in the paper pumpkin. I've cut some cardstock, I've cut a few bits up, and I'm going to recreate 4 new cards for you. I must admit, this is the second time I'm doing the first part of the video. Because the battery died halfway through, it didn't format it, so when I pulled it off the stick, it was corrupt. So I'm going to do everything up to that point where the video stopped, and then I'll join it to the original video. So you'll see things on my desk in the second part when I say I'm sorry the battery died, but that won't be on there now, or won't be on there later. But I'm just going to take you up to that process, and then I'll join the two together, and then you'll see the whole process together. So I won't show you the cards I've already made on the second half of the video, because then I'll spoil the fun. So I'm just going to take these beautiful cards, which I now have one of each of. These will go in a gift box, and with their envelopes, or different envelopes, stamped. And then the new 4 cards I'm just about to make for you will go in another gift box, and they'll become prizes for the weekly sketch, or they'll just a nice little giveaway or something like that. So the first card, I took 2 sheets of Pool Party and 2 pieces of Petal Pink. Is it Petal Pink? Let me just have a look. I struggled at the last one as well to see what they were. Where's my... yes, Petal Pink is the colour coordinating in the box. So I took 2 full sheets of each, and I cut them down to 7 by 5. That way I can use these as my, 7 by 5. These are my note cards. I'm just going to simply fold and burnish these in half. So I'm not using the cards that came for these. They're going to be on different cardstock. I'm going to use the cards that came to be cut up, rearranged, do other things with them, and even the envelopes. So we'll incorporate the cards and the envelopes in the actual cards we're making now. How exciting does that sound? So this card, I decided to then score it again in the centre. So let me get my score tool out. So you can score this at 3.5 because it's 7. But turn it over then, and then we're going to score this here in half again. So half of 3.5 is 1 3/4. So 1 3/4. Let's just check. 1 1/2 and 1/4 is 3/4, and we're going to score it there as well. We're going to turn this into a little easel card. So I'm going to fold it over. I'm just going to burnish gently. Don't want to do it too rigorous because you want it to spring back against the panel you're going to be using on the front. And for that, I'm using this beautiful card. So also, when I had some spares left over, so I chopped these down to 5 inches. These are off the offcuts. So I'm going to be using this panel, and this is 1 3/4 by 5. So I'm going to take this piece, and I'm going to take this down to 1 3/4. I'm going to take this down to 1 1/2. So I'm going to chop that off at 1 1/2. and I'm keeping it the same length, so the border is at the top and at the bottom, so that is exactly the same length. So that's going to be that section, and I'm also going to chop this off at a 1/2 inch. Am I? Let me just look at my... Well, actually, I'm going to chop this other section down to... Let me just see what that is. That's 2. So if I take that down to 1 3/4. No, 1 1/2 again. That'll go for another card. Or another strip on another card. And then I'm just going to take off the remainder from here. So I'm using the guillotine, because if I use the trimmer, because it's folded, it may disrupt that. So that little line there is going to be used as well. This piece then, which is 3 1/2, I am taking this down to 1 3/4. 1 3/4 gainer, not 2 3/4. So this piece then is going to be cut just straight in half, and we're going to use the section of that and also this little shred as well, and we're going to save this for something else. Yes, for the next card over. So I'm going to get this envelope. This is the one with the feather on, because I think it will go well. And I'm also going to trim this down. I'm taking a little tiny slither. So this is over. So this is 5 1/8, and I'm taking it to 5 1/16, just so I can chop that little end off. I'm going to do the other end. I'm going to take that down to 5. So it's the same width as my card. And then we can cut off this back section, because we don't need the back section. So you could save that if you wanted to, but I don't really think you could use that on anything else. And then we're going to trim this down to 3 1/2. So it's the same width and the same length as our card, and we're going to do something with this on a different card, so we'll store that for later. This piece then will be glued together, popped on there on dimensionals, so it will catch at the back. This little strip then is going to have a piece just up slightly. Going to glue that down, and then you've got space there on the inside to write your little message. So let's get some gluing done first. Oh, I couldn't believe it when I come to join the two videos together and the first part was corrupt, and I just deleted it off the camera as well, so I couldn't even try and rectify it. So I was upset a little bit. Not hugely, but I thought I will go back and I will do it again, because I do not want anyone to miss out on what I did, and it wouldn't be fair to just play half a video. So I want you to have the whole experience. So I'm going to line this up on there, and I'm going to make sure I go up in 2 squares. I'm going up 2 squares, and I'm keeping it in between those 2 lines, and in between those. So you've still got space, and I'm going to adhere this down inside the card so you've got somewhere to write. Oh, the joys of video making. So open that out, and you don't want to go over your crease line. You want to make sure it's the same. If you've got a little bit overhang, we can always take that off. We can't add, but we can take it away. So you're gonna still get probably more cards than when you started with, because this kit gives you 12 cards. This way, cutting things down, if you've got more cardstock, you can add all little bits. You could add a little strip, a big strip, you can cut them down, and you're going to get more than your 12 cards just by adding a few little extra bits of cardstock. So again, line this up we want a tiny little border, top and bottom. Making sure it's level. Perfect. And then I'm just going to grab some normal dimensionals. They do give you dimensionals in the pack, but they're not as big as these. So these are the alternative cards, and this is what the video is. It's going to be Paper Pumpkin alternatives. So now we've got this beautiful flap. If you wanted, you could add that onto the back of there for stability, but it's only a top little flap, and we're going to use this section on a different card. So popping this now on here is going to give your card somewhere to grip when you press it, when you open it up, and it's got something to sit on the back of there. So let's remove these backings. Oh, Gaynor, come back a bit first. We're going to do a little bit of stamping first. So oh, that was a good save, wasn't it? So I'm using the little stamp block that came with. Let's get those there for a minute. And you've got these gorgeous little splatter marks. So I'm going to use this on the card front and also on the bottom here. So I'm going to add a few there. Maybe one in the middle. Didn't do that on the other card, but I'm doing it on this one. So also I'm going to dress these little spotted areas at the bottom where the leaf is. Yeah, the feather, sorry. Beautiful. And I'm also going to dress the top part of this corner as well. Isn't that gorgeous? Love it. OMG. And then I'm just going to clear my block off. Oh, it's a little bit stained, so in comes my absolute favourite thing from Stampin' Up at the moment. And I'm just going to... I know it's dirty because I've just been cleaning my ink pads. And I'm going to wait till June and order the refill. And another one of the pads because I want to keep one clean. Because I'm at OCD. I just give it a gentle rub. Perfect. And then I'm going to clean off the solution. And it gives me a clear pad. Oh, it's lovely. I love it. So I'll leave that out for just 2 seconds. And now I'm going to stamp the word thank you. Love this. The font is absolutely gorgeous. And it's an alternative way. Because the thank you on the other one says thank you dear friend. You don't have to put the dear friend, or you can. It's entirely up to you. Let's pop that to one side, and I'm going to fetch this in, and I'm just going to line this up, and I'm going to keep that straight as possible. Just give it a few seconds for the ink to absorb in. How beautiful is that? OMG. Again, give this a quick wipe. A little dab in here to get rid of any excess. I love this pad. I know it's mucky, but that stays mucky, but your stamp sets don't. Perfect. Back to being brand new. Love it. So that can go away. This is going to get adhered to the front there of this card because it's the same width now, and that is going to get adhered onto there. Let's do that now. Let's pop that on the way. Now we can remove the backings. I might even do some fun fold ones as well further down the line, but not for this video, for another one maybe. So there will be another video on the paper pumpkin. I'm just going to show you the first 4 I did, because these are going to be put as little sets. So I'm lining that up, top and bottom, beautiful. I always look from the back, it is slightly longer, but don't worry about that, because that's what your scissors are for. You can always take away that little bit, but you couldn't add that little bit, so everything is now nice and straight. So we've got the feather, let me glue this down. We've got the feather on the front, yeah? So what I did with the feathers that came with the vellum, I took them out there with perforation lines, and then I fussy cut the negative space out. And I bet you're thinking, what? I'll show you now. Oh, crumbs, Gaynor. I tell you what, let me grab a piece of extra glue. This I'm just going to do halfway, because I shouldn't have added glue all the way. So 1 3/4. So this is a part of the envelope we just chopped off. So 1 3/4. Got to be lined up there. It's just to cover that where I've just glued. So take your fingers and it will dry clear, it won't dry sticky. So we're good to go there, and then I can trim off the excess. I didn't do that on the other one, I glued it only halfway down. I actually glued the panel, not this. That doesn't want to come off in a straight line for some reason, but it will. That's better. Tiny little bit of overhang there. And it'll strengthen this as well now. There we go, let's get rid of that. Oh, silly sausage. So, we're going to glue this right on the bottom of this panel here. Keeping everything same width. And the same distance. Oh, that was a good save. I thought I'd done it upside down then for a second. Oh, look at the back. I'm just going to trim that. No, I'm not, because this is just protecting. I don't know. So that is going to... It will stand up, trust me. Just going to burnish that again. So it'll keep my card flat. And then that will stand up there. Yay! Isn't that cute? So, the negative. This is the negative of that feather that you pop out. So I thought, well, why did they do it so wide, for one? Which is a good thing, because then I went round and I fussy cut it. So I'm going to attach this, believe it or not, on the bottom bit here as a little bit of an extra. So let me just do that for you. They only send you 4 little birdie charms, and they are going on other projects. So I've just found a little trinket or a little charm that I'm going to attach. Don't forget that little dangly bit hanging off. It's a part of this as well. Oh, it's fell off. Let me get my pokey tool and attach that back on there. There we go. Don't worry about any excess, because that will dry clear. So that little bit is what's coming off that bit of the feather. Beautiful. So let's pop this away just for a minute while we do other little things. So I thought on here we've got these gorgeous little flowers. So this is where the little extra bits come in. I'm going to pop one of these right down here in this bottom corner. And I've also got some sequins. These are the iridescent ones, and I'm using the little flowers. And they do, some of them glow green, so and blue, and they look in different lights. So 1, 2, I'm going to pop one up there, 3. Absolutely fabulous. And I've got this beautiful little bird charm that's all bird related. So it's sitting in a little branch, and it's got a little loop behind it. So I'm going to take the linen thread that comes with, beautiful. I'm going to try and straighten it out a bit. So I want about, I could say 10 inches of just the linen thread. Maybe I'll get away with a little bit less, but we're creating different things with our paper pumpkin. You don't have to just stick to the 12 cards. So let's pop that through there. Love it. Level that up. I may have a bit too much. I'd use 8 because I've just taken a bit too much, but don't worry, I have other linen threads. So just tie a little knot through the top, and now what we're going to do is we're going to tie this into a gorgeous little bow. Right, lay your bow down, put your finger inside the loop and pull. And the same on this side, pop your finger inside. She says, trying to. I don't like it when it curls up, see? Put your other finger on the bird and pull. And then you can just tighten that again. Or hold the loop and pull just until you get them right. They look perfect to me. Yeah, I'd have done 8 inches and then trim your little tails down. Yeah, 8 would have been plenty. And then what I'm going to do, I'm going to take a splodge of this glue. Pop that in there. And at the bottom of the feather, just there, I'm just adding a blob of glue. And I'm also adding this gorgeous little charm right there to the bottom of my card. It will take a few minutes to go off, but trust me, it will go off. Let's pop our glue away. I'm always covered in glue just lately, but it's worth it. I'm just giving this a few seconds to go off whilst one-handedly cleaning my needle. There we go. It just take a few seconds to go. It will go off. So I'm just going to grab, because I love the sequins, but I also think they need a little something. So I always add a little rhinestone to the centres, because I'm not fussed on the whole, but also it gives that little flower now a centre to its body, if you know what I mean. Just make sure they stay in the centre. That is beautiful. And there is our first card with a gorgeous little bow and a birdie charm, and the silhouette and the outline of the feather that would have come from there. Isn't that beautiful and cute? Oh, I love it. And the recipient can also write to and from in there, and maybe add a few more splatters. You could do under the cover, but that is my very first card alternatively made using the paper pumpkin. Oh, I love it. And we've given strength to the little bit of envelope by attaching that piece on the back as well. So there's card number 1. I hope you like it. I love it. So card 2 is using that little strip that we've got for there as well. This is 1 3/4 by 5. So you're going to take your next card. Let me just find it. Where did I put it? there it is, that beautiful floral one, and we're going to take that down and we're going to give that a little border, and we're going to also do the same, but this time it's going on the front of the card. So let me chop that down to 1.5. Save the rest because you're going to use that on other cards. So line this up 1.5 and cut. So don't throw this away because we could also add another panel down here and have that as an alternative of a card. You could even stamp something down the side, perhaps get a little edge border on there and add one of those labels. That is another great idea. So you're going to want a pink card base for this, which I have got here. And again, same size, 7 by 5, just fold and burnish in the middle. So I took 2 sheets, which give me 4 cards and those extra little bits. And if you'd taken 3 sheets of each, you would have a full set of 6. It's endless. You will definitely get 2 note cards with each sheet. What a beautiful little gift though to give some. So you've folded your card ready. This piece now is going to get attached onto there. Again, same little border. Snip off if needs be, because we can add, we can't take away. And then, let me just have a look. This is going to get, oh actually I need that quite wider, so let me fetch that card back in. We're going to take that section there, sorry, I do apologise. It's 2 inches I want, let me just check. Let me get my little ruler. And it is 2 inches, yeah. So take that down to 2 inches, which is perfect because that 1.5 inch strip has just given me a thing to do on another card. So that one's going to go back. It's the 2 inches we want. And then what we do is turn this around and take this down to 2.25. And we can also save this bit to add on another card as well. Always think outside the box when you're doing stuff like this. You know, what else could you do? What, you know, could you turn it into something else? And again, we're going to attach that onto there. May have to trim a little bit, so let's get some glue done. And then we're going to wrap some of that beautiful pink thread that comes with. Gorgeous, absolutely beautiful. Just line that up gently. Little gap. I always move it, see. Little gap either side. Making sure it's nice and straight. Give it a rub from the back. And it's just a little tiny hair. Tiny, tiny, tiny little piece. Whoops. There we go. It was literally a sliver. So let's get that out of the way. So for our... And it seems quite stretchy, this. It's beautiful. There's a little bit of give in it. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to add some tape on the back this time. Not too wide, just enough for, and I'm going to say about the 1/3 square up. Doesn't have to fit all the way across. Just peel off the backing. And I'm just going to attach a little bit of the ribbon here. And I'm sticking close to the bottom. So when I wrap this around, keep it level. I can attach it there, then I cross it over because we're going to wrap it round one more time. And this time I'm going to trim that off. I'm going to just pop that on there for 2 seconds. On the other video I didn't do this. I wrapped round, left loads of it hanging off, tied a bow, and it was crooked and all the, but when I've stopped the video in a minute, you will see I can pull this and get the tails I want now, and the bow won't be moving because we've already tied it off on there. So gently lift, and there's no reason for them to curl now. And again, just give it a little trim. Oh, it's that. I wondered what that pink was. So I've still got all that, and that's the only bit of waste I've got. And then I'm going to attach that just on there with a little bit more glue. And then the video ends here. So what I'm going to do is going to say, my battery's just died, I'll be back in a minute. And then I'm going to connect it to the other video. And then you can continue to see the rest of this card being built. Because believe it or not, my battery is going to go. So I'll be back in a minute as soon as I swap the video, the camera battery, and I'll see you in a sec. Bye. I'm sorry about that, my darlings, my battery went, so I've just tried my best to level that up. But they do want to curl, and I don't like it when they want to curl. So let's see what we can do with that. Please don't curl. Isn't that gorgeous? And with this one, I'm just going to attach. Oh, look at that. Now my glue's clogged up. I'm not going to spend too much time on each card because they're like little gift sets. You know, we're just swapping things up, added a bit of loveliness. I'm going to try and keep that in the centre. I should have added dimensionals really, because this is not, it's a bit tight where the ribbon is, but it will glue down if you keep your hands down on it for a minute. Does that look? Yeah, it looks straight to me. So where have I got this? And I'm just going to stamp under here, dear friend. I'm going to add some little rhinestones. And like I say, these are little gift sets. Oh, look at that, how pretty is that? OMG. I'm loving it. So we've got these flowers as well. Do we need to add one? We've got a little pink one on its own. Yes, there, look. So I'm going to have that just next to there, and I'm going to stick it on one of those dimensionals. These are the colours it coordinates with, so I haven't got to change the colouring. That's going to go on the back. Just right next to my dear friend. That is beautiful. Sequins are here. Put the lid on that before it clogs. And we've got some little flamingo. We've got some flirty flamingo. Let's just see if they will go. And I think they will. So that is so uber cute. But not the green. So let's pop one there. Pop one there. and I think I'm going to put one down here as well with those little gems in the centre. Isn't that beautiful? How cute is that? And then if you want to finish off, you can just add some Winker Stella onto that flower there. You could even attach some on here, just in clusters. You don't have to do every single one. Maybe just one flower on each cluster, just to give that little extra shine. And there is card number 2. How adorable is that? Just gorgeous. Loving it. So there's card 2. Let's pop these sequins back in here for a minute. Oh, don't you just hate it that thing? I'm going to keep the iridescent ones out, because they'll go with anything. They're so awkward to get in and out of the boxes. Let's pop that out the way, and let's decide now on card number 3. Then I'll show you the 4 at the end. Oh my gosh, how beautiful is that? How beautiful. That's gorgeous. I'm going to add one of these little labels this time. So maybe move that feather. Get some of those sprinkles again, because I love them. So many ideas bouncing around. So just fade that out. Maybe come back in this side and fade this one out. Let's just do it all over. Perfect, that's all I'm doing. Oh, I love it. I love it, love it, love it, love it, love it. Let's get a sentiment while we've got the ink out. And this time I'm going to have the words hello. Is that hello? Yeah. I love this font, it's beautiful. So I'm keeping those on the arrows. Oh, I love it. Love it. And we've got the word for you, so I'm just going to put hello you. Just offset on this side. Perfect. Look how sweet that is. Hello you. We're on a roll here. Oh my god, I'm loving it. Coffee time. Why not add a strip of ribbon as well? Oops, careful. Let's pop that out the way. Put the lid on for a sec. I want it drying up. Hello you. Hello you. And we could have that here on dimensionals and have this gorgeous bird looking at it as if to say hello you. Have a strip of ribbon down here. That is gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. May even add that to the inside. So let's attach, and I'm going to use my tape because it I'm never going to trim right off at the end. So let's pop them to one side. There's loads of ribbon left. I'm not really into velvet, but I do love this. And last year we had was it the Rich Razzleberry or the Berry Burst one? Oh, and it was absolutely stunning. So the only thing extra I've really got out is these extra cutouts, but I'm still using those beautiful items from the paper pumpkin. So because this end is straight, I want to take it, overlap it just a fraction, make sure it's level, and we are on the fourth square up. Take that to the fourth square up, and then I'm just going to cut that off. It's got a little bit sticky on, but I don't want to tuck it inside. And the same on this side. Beautiful. They are titanium scissors, so that will just wipe off later. Grab some dimensionals. I'm going to add them in the corners. Don't feel like real dimensionals, they feel like fake ones, but they're not. They're obviously not. So grab our little trinket. Oops. The backings are harder to come off than a normal dimensional. So we're going to pop this in the top right hand corner. And just hold that before, oh that's perfect, press down. This is going to go on here. That is so pretty. So I'm going to add glue to the back. I was going to add dimensionals, but then I thought no, we'll be here ages. So my gorgeous art glitter glue will stick this all down. Just going to place that just on there. And this, I read the back of the art glitter glue that came today, and it says can take between, what did it say? Let me have a look. It says dry time about 15 minutes to 4 hours, depending on the surface. I thought cardstock on cardstock is instant, but on material it takes a few extra seconds, so it's not going to have to wait 4 hours. Isn't that gorgeous? Oh my gosh, I love that. And right, glue going on. Well, I didn't want to go in, did it? Right, some more of this beautiful twine. Just going to scoop that under there. It's already dried, see, and I can't get it under there now. Wow, how quick, look at that, it's stuck. So I'm going to slide it under that one. I'm going to wrap it around this side. And we're just going to join that in the centre underneath. I'll make sure just going to add another touch of glue, but I keep putting this. Oh, we've got glue, mind you, no, I don't want to do it with the glue dot. Just going to move that, because this dries clear. Let's just make sure that's in the right place. Perfect. Again, just add in a little oh, I've slipped off there a little bit, so get it quick. Put that back down. I'm going to disguise that in a second. Just nip that off. Oh. And then we've got these beautiful little strips. We're going to add that. I'm going to just trim that down another fraction because it's still got a little bit showing from the overlay of the card. So I'm going to cut this down to 1 inch. And I'm going to disguise that with that on the inside. It's going to be on the top, so don't worry. It's just that you don't want that ribbon coming off, and this will glue it down a little bit more. So I'm going down as low as I can, but with hiding that image, the white linen thread as well. Look how sweet that is. I can't lift that up. I want to. Could I? Yeah, I'm just going to tuck that over. Add a dot more glue. My neighbour's got his boys this weekend, and they always make a row. I can guarantee, well, it's definitely while I'm filming. They're quiet all most of the time. Oh, can I just slither that off? Yeah, maybe just because I'm over the top. So, perfect. That is stunning. Absolutely stunning. So, foam folder. How many cards? We're on card number 3. And I'm going to add this just on the inside down there, because it's carrying on with that blue theme. And it just makes the inside of your card a little bit more fancy. Right along that edge. Isn't that cute? Oh, I love that. Sorry. Do you think it's missing a bow or something? Let's see. Excuse me. Let's grab a bow maker and let's do what I did the other day. 1, 2, 3 times round. Pull it because you want a good tail. Under and over. Tie a small little bow and don't move it. Make sure your tails are roughly the same. And then roughly the same tails. So 2 of them. This way you get 3 tails and 3 loops. And it coordinates with the stamp set and the pack anyway. So pull them. We're going to trim these down, slide them through the back, level them off. A bit more this side. And then just tie that in a knot. Perfect. So now when we lift this off gently, I think if you rag it off, that's where the loops, they start to curl. So pull that now, nice and straight. And then just trim them all off level. I do apologise about the neighbours. And then you can fluff these up, you can keep them straight. Just pull your nails down. You always get one wonky one, don't you? We can trim them again. And then this is just going to go right there. How cute is that? And then again, just trim these up a little bit. Maybe a tad more that side. You wouldn't want a little box of cards with the cute little things in like this. That is so sweet. We're gonna, oh look at me oozing out again. That is gorgeous. Grab some more little gems. I was going to use the sequins that time, but I haven't got any, so one and a gem, two and a gem, and three and a gem. Perfect. They are just the sweetest. So there's card number 3. Last one we're going to work on is the pink one. Oh, we have only used one envelope, so are we going to use another envelope front? With a strip maybe, or the little strip. Yeah, let's do that, and we can stamp in there. So let's take this down to a fraction of, open up the envelope, and then take that down to 5. Perfect. We can remove this flap. Oh, we could even use the other side. How cute is that? We don't need that flap. Let's remove this one. Whoops. Oh, now. It's 3.5, isn't it? I was trying to cut it by 5 again. We've got another flap there we can use at a later stage. That is exactly the same as the card. So we can attach that. After we've attached this little gorgeous strip, we could have one top and bottom. If we cut that piece down to 1/2 inch. Let's do that. Oh, I'm loving it. So we know that's 1/2 inch. So let's, well, it's not quite 1/2 inch, is it? Right, they are. Yes, perfect, 1/2 inch. So I'm going to attach that. One top, one bottom. In fact, the 2 I've just cut will keep that pattern flowing. Is that the one, or is that it? Oh, that doesn't match, does it? It's not that one. Is it these 2? It's Not that either. Oh, we lost. Oh, there it is, look. There it is. There's the pattern. It follows through now. So this one can go at the bottom. You can get so much more out of your paper pumpkin by cutting them down. So I'm going to start that at that first line. Oh, look at that. A little bit higher, that would look connected. Look at that. That looks connected to that flower now, doesn't it? Isn't that clever? Let's turn this around and turn this around so we know the pattern follows through. That is so sweet. And this one's not touching anything, so that can go straight on that first line. Just straight on that first line. I can remove any bits. Oh, I've got the sniffles. It's because I'm doing something. I get some runny nose when I'm washing the dishes, or if I'm washing a cup, because my hands get wet. And I've heard it's quite a common thing. You have to let me know if it happens to you. Right, this now I'm going to stamp. What sentiment are we going to have this time? I'm going to do the love and hug, so I'm going to get the stamp set. And I'm going to do the love and the hugs. Get a separate block. It's got lines on it, so that should help. So, love. And the and sign. She's quite posh. Let's have a look. Looks good to me. Oh, flipping heck. I'm going to test that first on a piece of scrap. Just to make sure it's straight. Oh, beautiful. So we're going to have this right at the top. That is gorgeous. And our hugs is here. So we totally swapped these cards up, haven't we? You could even have love and hugs, dear friend. It's up to you how long you carry it on for. Or you could have the dear friend in the inside. That would be nice, wouldn't it? Oh, that is really cute. Let's get that on the inside. Oh, I'm boiling. Dear friend. And these cards are pale enough. You don't have to add anything to the centre. It's just pale enough for you to write a message. Just let the ink transfer. Oh, I'll tell you what we haven't used yet, and it's out and it's beautiful. There's a gorgeous cluster of flowers. Here it is, and it looks so sweet when it's stamped out. I've got glue hanging off my fingers. And with that other 1/2 inch strip, we could add that on the inside. So I'm going to wrap this around the dear friend here. Absolutely gorgeous. And also at the bottom, going to leave that there for a minute because I might add some to the front, and I'm going to put this strip inside so we're not wasting none of that card when this thing wants to unclog itself. How adorable is this? So line that up, come up one square, oh my goodness, how cute. It is sweltering in here. Oh no, don't need to do that side. How beautiful. Do you know what? I have just realised I've done those 4 cards and I haven't, apart from the first one, was it? No, don't think I did. I haven't added any Wink Stella on these yet. Oh, Gaynor sacrilege. So there's the inside of that beautiful card. Now let's attach this. Let's see if we can get away with a cluster of those beautiful flowers. I might stamp off, you know, and I just have it pale. Let's have a look. And just have that wrapped around there. Oh, I love it. Love it, love it, love it. I'm going to turn that upside down. You keep these upside down as well. I mean, you could have cut this smaller, we could give it a cream border. It's entirely up to you. I just want it the whole size of the card. That is beautiful. And on this one, oh look, that's perfect. Tiny little bit of overhang there with that label. And I'm going to add one of the beautiful bird trinkets to this one. I'm not even going to add a ribbon. I'm just going to get one of those little trinkets where, oh, we've got little flowers here as well still. Shall we add one on dimensionals? Why do they put them in such deep bags? To compensate there. Or even just lift that up and have that as, oh there we go, as if it's coming off the feature. Where's the dimensionals gone? Oh, there they are. I've got everything on my desk, it's cluttered. So just one on each. Remove the back ends. And I'm just going to hover them over those actual flowers. I might turn it around because of the leaves. So all the leaves stay down the bottom, but you can still see those from behind. And where's the little bird? There they are. And I've only used one of the glue dots. Wherever they've gone, there they are. Look, one I've used here. So peel back the backing. And then attach that beautiful little swallow on there. Pick that up. And have this just as if she's coming onto flight. There we have it. Just grab a couple of those lovely little gems. 1, 2, and 3. 1, 2. I'm sorry I do long-winded videos. So I don't have an editing suite there where I can fast forward and rewind and, you know, put things in here, there and everywhere. But there we go. I'm just going to clear my desk for a second, just so you can see all 4 of those cards. I'm going to put all my cutting out bits. We've still got loads left. We've still got tons. And if you have got the cards and envelopes, the mini ones from Stampin' Up, then just keep creating until all of it's gone. And you'll be surprised you don't just only get 12 cards that way. You'll get a hell of a lot more. So pop them in there. Pop my feathers in there. So I've still got 3 of those left as well. I just think they're so adorable. Why would you cut them? And why would you throw them in the bin when you can make use of them? So all my paper bits going away. My dimensionals and my glue dots are going in there. My birds can go in there. Keep everything in one go. And then my ribbon and linen thread can go in there. And we just made 4 totally different cards, but using the same kit. Just pop those in there. Let's get them out of the way. Oh look, we've still got more. Oh my goodness. There's so much we didn't use. I'll put them on there. Get these bits out of the way. These are the ones we've just made now together. So we've got 1, 2, 3, and our easel card. And these were the, let's put them together. There and there. And they're my version. And these are the originals. So you've got that one, that one. Move them along now. That one and that one. Oh, so come down. People will just be able to see it, Gaynor. So there's my 4. There's the original 4. Oh, I'm knackered. I do hope you enjoy. I'd love a thumbs up and a share. That would be amazing. And yeah, if you like them, please give a thumbs up. And if you want to see what else I make tomorrow, please press the subscribe button. And we've still got all these little bits left over as well. And yeah, we've even got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and we've still got 6 cards left. And we've got 8 there, so that's 14 already. And we're winning. We're winning chicken dinner. And we've still got all these little bits to use up. The envelopes, you can, like I'm saying, you didn't realise you can use an envelope card front to make a card. We've got all these bits left over. We've got the other bits left over and that gorgeous stamp set. So this is my collection. I hope you enjoy. And we didn't even touch this other stamp set, even though I fetched it in. So there we have it. Love and leave you all. Till next time. Thanks for watching. Don't forget this button. And the bell, ding ding. And, sorry, that's Ian's line. So, till next time. Bye everyone.